With recent world events that have changed the landscape of our former parent nation, what do these changes mean for us here? Well, to discuss that, with us is our own resident finance expert, tax attorney, and wealth strategist, Rebecca Walser. Good morning, Rebecca. How are you?
I'm good, Natalie. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Thanks.
Glad you're back.
Yep.
And we're talking about something that a lot of people are talking about these days.
That's right.
All of the changes that are happening with Brexit.
That's right. We just got some new news last Thursday, November 3rd, about Brexit. And so I want to come back to that in a minute. But first, I want people to understand what actually happened. And so Brexit happened right around the 4th of July timeframe, right, end of June, 4th of July timeframe. And I was talking about it. I was actually in Boston celebrating the 4th of July this year, talking about Brexit, explaining to people on my national iHeart radio show what actually happened. At the time, you had David Cameron promising the nation in an article that was written in an actual newspaper that he would get the foreign-born immigration or the immigration from outside the United Kingdom down. And so what happened is he went back to the European Union leaders and actually said, we need to get immigration under control, and they said no chance. And what he negotiated with the 27 leaders was a reduced benefits. They would not get full benefits, health care and basically income benefits for 4 years. So he thought it was a big win. He went back to his people and explained it, and they thought it was a loss of their sovereignty. So that's how the referendum actually ended up happening.
And I was going to say, then fast forward to what you were just touching on. I mean, we do have a little bit of a change to address as well.
We do. So the biggest point is to realize that everyone was so surprised about the vote. It didn't surprise me at all, because it was really the people saying, we want to maintain the sovereignty of our country. We want our freedom. And when the UK joined the European Union in the 70s, it was more about just economics, freedom to have trade go back and forth between European nations. And it really migrated over time to be more about both the movement of free trade and the movement of free people, and between all of the countries of Europe. And in 2004, basically expanded to the east, and Eastern European countries were coming in, and they were migrating to west. So last Thursday, the High Court, there was a challenge to Brexit at the High Court, and the High Court just ruled that the Article 50 separation could not proceed until it was actually approved by Parliament.
Okay, so it's interesting to hear you talk about all of these themes, because it sounds very familiar to like what we had in the American Revolution.
It absolutely does. It absolutely does, yeah.
So, and I've got to ask now, so what's the correlation between talking about this and also what you do and how you can help your customers and clients and people of that nature?
Well, I think it's important to understand that people do what is always within their economic, rational self-benefit. So the people in the United Kingdom felt that the immigration coming from the East was not in their best interest, so they wanted to defend their sovereignty. Just as if I was a mother in an Eastern, European country, and I saw that there were no opportunities for my children, I would move west and I would move to the UK for the opportunity for my family. So people do what is in their rational self-benefit to help themselves and their family. So it's not a surprise that people migrated west. It's not a surprise that the people that lived in the west want to have that prosperity and save it for their family as well. None of these things are surprising. And so just keep in mind, there's always a plan that we have to be making and understand how it affects into the global picture.
And you got to put you and your family first, which again, giving you a call would do just that.
Absolutely,
so Rebecca,
Natalie,
thank you so much. We appreciate it. And for more information, to contact Rebecca or her team, just call 866-929-3258, or of course you can visit them online at walserwealth.com.